Good morning, it's March 11th, 2021, and today's project involves this Lenovo laptop computer that belongs to Renee. She's not using it because she says it's too slow. I have been working on it since yesterday, and today's project is a continuation. So let's just start it up and see how far we get. I've already upgraded the operating system to the absolute latest version of Microsoft Windows 10. I should mention this is an AMD processor, 64-bit with 8 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte hard drive. I've already applied some tweaks from YouTube experts on Microsoft, such as increasing the virtual memory and removing some extra programs that don't do a lot, but we'll see. It's still taking a long time to boot up. So what I did yesterday, I took out the optical drive. I bought a caddy for a hard drive or a solid state drive. I've got a new solid state drive, and the most important thing I've done is I backed up over 55 gigs worth of data onto these SD cards. So we're relatively safe. Okay, so now the screen has come on, and what I have seen, I've hit enter. Now I type in the pin. Okay, that came up quite nice, and so I just launched the task manager, because what I'm seeing here is that the disk, performance of the disk, it says it's active 100% of the time. So let's see how that goes. Right now it's 0, but the CPU is busy 100% of the time. Okay. I clicked on performance. And there you can see it says the disk 100% active. And I'm not comfortable with that. That's probably why it's so slow. So let's continue. Okay, as you can see, I've taken off the back of the laptop. I've blown out a lot of the dust from this fan. I should have got some compressed air and done a better job. Here is the old hard drive, and my plan is to make this drive the data drive, and I will have my new solid state drive to be the boot drive. I've already prepared a USB key to boot Windows up. So this caddy is kind of cool. It comes with its own little screwdriver right there to undo the screws that are here, here, and here. I've removed the old hard drive, and I still have to take it out of the case so that it can fit in. I have to take these 4 screws out now. No big deal. Okay, so I put the new solid state drive in, downloaded Windows, the operating system, Windows 10, and had it fresh install. The CPU is only running at, or it's at 4% active, and the disk, the new solid state drive disk, instead of being active 100% of the time, right now it is idle 0% of the time. So that is good news on that front. It's working a little bit faster. The only difficulty is the old drive that I put into the optical drive bay. It's not being recognized. Now, I did see something on one of the internet YouTube experts who had a solution for that, but I'll have to look it up. There's only 163 processes running right now, so that's a little bit more than after I had tweaked Windows last time on the old drive, but so far so good. By the way, this little tab here is so that the caddy, this is the optical drive caddy, it can be screwed into the case. The new caddy that I bought doesn't have one, but that's okay because this caddy, I can just take it off and put it on here so that it's secured to the actual case or the frame. That's it. Okay, I've installed the solid state drive as the boot drive, and I put the old hard drive in the new caddy. I've set it up and it works quite well. Let me show you. I changed the names of the drives as well. So let's power it up. Right, Mackie? There, that came up pretty fast. And there you go. And there it is. Let's just go and I'll see the drives. So you can see I've called the old drive, I called it data and made it drive letter D. The boot drive, I just called it solid state drive and it is C. And here is the task manager. The disk is running at 3% active. Time is 4%, 3%. Here, let me just go here. Performance. So the CPU is 4% active time, I guess. Disk C, hardly any active time at all, which is good. And disk D, of course it's not being used, 0%. So overall, hey Mackie, I would say that's quite successful. Now, I want to change the locations for the documents, downloads, data, and all the other data pictures. So Mackie, I guess we're going to have to go have a look at that, okay? Some other process must have started. Yeah, I know, it's weird, eh, Mackie? Some other process must have started because the CPU went to 100% there. Down, another process. I've got 132 processes running. Maybe I should run the Windows 10 debloater software. I'm installing my Cloud Home and I can see 100% usage of the CPU. And it's installed. And the CPU usage goes right down after it's successfully installed. There you go. Hey Mackie, what's the story? You want to go outside and see what the world looks like? Okay, let's go.